So look at this. We're coming down to gravy. Look at this nice rich gravy. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the When we dry them up, too cold. Now go too deep, you know. Yeah, you have to watch Joe, you know. Our troops, see there? Apple cider vinegar and our troops. Come up right, make them get saturated in the gravy and all of that. On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how to make some brown stew beef ribs. And I want to pause here to say a special thank you to all my patrons who have been making my page possible. If you would like to be a member of my Patreon page, check in the description of this and all my other videos and lives. There will be the link for you to enjoy some extra content right on over there. Now I have some beef ribs here. Maybe it might look different from one and foreign. This is how mine look. And I have gone ahead and I have put on some paprika. You see this color? I have put on a little paprika. I put on about a tablespoon of oil, vegetable oil. Yeah. I put on some garlic powder and I put on some salt. Okay? And that is it. I can say that I started. This is one of my lime seed because I did wash it with some green limes before. So this is what it looks like. So as I said to you, it's going to be brown stewed beef ribs. So right here, I'm going to be putting on some fresh garlic right here. This is my special. I'm using some green scallions. But this is not like any old Jamaican regular green scallion. It is St. Andrews scallion. You see it more look like leeks? Yeah. Flavorful. Really flavorful. We eat the jackpot today with some of them nice St. Andrews scallion. Really eat it today. I haven't gotten any for the longest while. Smells so strong, so nice. These are what I'm going to be putting on to heat. And this is how I'm doing it. If you're new here, you might be wondering what is happening. I'm just doing some freehand cutting as a little Jamaican country woman. Yeah. Okay, so I've got some other stuff that I want to put on it like herbs, but not right now because I don't want too much sticking to it because I've got to be browning off these ribs really slow and really nice. So I'm putting on this glove here because I have just added some Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper. I want to rub it up. So what I'm going to be doing now, I have bones here, but these edges are not sharp. So this is my thing. Wow. Jeez, the scallion and the Scotch bonnet. So remember I told you, I just use a little garlic powder, a little bit of a salt, not a lot, and some paprika. That is what I had done previously, just prior to starting this video. So I'm going to be working in this with the Scotch bonnet pepper. And you see what is happening right there. You see what happening right there. This is how I roll. So it's okay for you to add your powdered seasonings here. You know. Do your thing. Just do your thing. I'm going to give this another full straight minute. It is so beautiful. It is so nice. Come on, girl is eating the recording today. And it's a mother. I'm going to leave this for about 45 minutes. And in the next clip, I'll be starting to brown off these beef ribs. I'll catch you then. Okay, now so I have removed all my seasonings. And this is what we have left here. If you follow this video to the T or continue watching, you will see how I proceed with my seasoning. So they have already infused my meat and I'm going to be putting them into this oil. I'm going to be browning it up just like how I do the Jamaican brown stew chicken. No ketchup, no browning. So we are dealing with this. So I'm going to be browning them off from one side to another, and I'm not going to be doing it on too much of a rush. I'll tell you, I'm just going to be doing it slow. So I'm going to be browning it on a medium to high heat from side to side, and when I have achieved that with all these pieces, I return and show you how I am gonna get it all softened down, or how you can, more than one way you have to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in batches. So this is one batch, so this will be the other batch. So when we are at that point, I return. We are gonna give it some time browning. While it's browning, taking that brown color, it's cooking. Openly, I'm gonna be doing this. Next clip. Right back at you, family, and these are my all browned up beef ribs. Yeah, this is how they look. Now we're going to be moving on to some liquid to put it together. Mind you, at this point, you can finish it in your slow cooker. You can finish it in your oven with whatever liquid of choice you plan to put it with. You can put it in your, what's that thing there? Your instant pot. But I'm going to be putting it in my just like regular pressure cooker. So let me show you how I'm going to start. This is what we use to brown off our ribs. So look here. When you use it like this, and if you get a little extra burn or too much burn in there, you got to remove it. Even though there are flavors, if you have too much of the burn part in there, it's going to give you a problem. Please remember, it is very important to cool down the oil after. So when you put this in there, it don't all, you know, flare up and take over the whole of the drape and everywhere in the kitchen. Get your flame up right here. We're gonna break down. I'm gonna break down these and if you see how I cut the onions, it and these tomatoes, because we're not using the ketchup in now, we're not using the brownie. See? So I'm gonna put them down in there, make them reach to a point where them start to cook out and break down, and then I'm gonna return. Some find it not really fine, some rough chopped celery. Yeah. This is what we had from the seasoning of the meat. So we're going to put this in there now. This is some old time cooking, you know. This is not no regular cooking, and I find them cooking you like that. You know, these are some old time cooking. And you have to be in the old time life to know about them cooking you too. So I mean, say, fam, yeah, if you weren't in the old time life, you know, you never grew with your mother and your granny and then people their country, you wouldn't get this cooking. These are what we're going to put on our meat. Hot water should be somewhere near you at this point. Yeah. Let it come to a boil. And anything else you want to put in there right now, you know, that is totally up to you. You see this gravy here? Yeah, so look here. We're going to give it a little time to boil up and we soon come back. So I have here 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You can use honey or whatever you use for sugar. Your sugar substitute, do it. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vanilla, and I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of this red cooking wine in there. All right, so that's about 1 tablespoon. That's another tablespoon. I'm gonna dissolve this. So when you dissolve and you taste. If the vinegar is too much, you had a little chunks more sugar. Wow, so beautiful with this wine. If the sugar, if the vinegar is too high, you put a little bit more sugar to burn it up. And if the vinegar is too low, you put a little. If the sugar is too overpowering, you put a little more vinegar. So we are gonna dissolve this, and your taste and we'll soon come. Okay. Wow. Ooh, perfect. I'll put it right over here, so in this here. And look at what I'm gonna be doing. See, I have all put my meat in my pressure cooker. So if it is that it's your instant pot or your slow cooker, I'm gonna spoon this right over it. Yeah. I'm gonna add. We did rinse out our seasoning thing too with a little extra water. So you know you must put this to the side. Old time cooking food, you know I'm good for that. So we're gonna put it down in this thing now. You see that? Everybody's down here, and I had some fresh green thyme down in there and all of that. Look at that. So with this color, the gravy, and the color, them beef ribs here, yeah, we're gonna put it on. Remember, me tell you, so when you're pressuring, your liquid must just be above your meat or whatever you have a pressure. Look at that. How beautiful, how beautiful. And I can tell you, this thing is ramp with taste and flavor. When I get my pressure cooker cover on right now, I'm not gonna be pressuring this thing on anything. I'm gonna give it about 15 to 20 minutes on the lowest heat, but I'm just gonna bring it up, let the temperature build up on the high heat, and as soon as it comes up on the high heat, I'm gonna reduce it and let it just slow pressure. Me soon come. So this is my, yeah, I've just removed some of my thyme and I saw another piece. Shoot them up, camera girl. Look at this. Let me show them. Look at this. Look at these. And these are solid meat, so don't worry about thinking that they're not cooked. They're cooked. You don't want them cooked dropping off the bone. Look here. Okay. Look at these. Solid. You saw how thick they were. Alright, let me get my flame up right now. Yeah, my flame up. And look here. We don't want them break up. You see them falling off the bone. Yeah. I got me here 1 can of broad beans. You don't have to use broad beans. The way you want to. We're gonna gravy down this thing, you know. But we're not use no ketchup, we're not use no browning and them something there. And not like that. Look at that. Look at that. You put in your beans and you're gonna make them cook down. We don't want them to drop off on the old bone, them the one side and the other one. This was a pretty tough cow though. So we want a little salt, of course, I know. So look at this. We're coming down to gravy. Look at this nice rich gravy coming down. Look at that. Brown stew beef ribs. We prepared some white rice ahead of time. Yes, must we would must do that. We want some steamed okra. Yeah, our Father's Day, you know. Yeah, when you name man, you have to eat okra. And over here, I did some fried cabbage with carrots. And I went ahead and did some boiled and sliced beets. So when we are going to do that now, you know, so I always salt my cabbage after. No one salt it, you know. Father's Day is coming up. I'll catch you in the next clip where I'll have this plate ready, like Freddy, for you. There you have it. From my kitchen to yours. From my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to Father's Day table, your Father's Day table. It is brown stewed beef ribs. You can use a pork if you want. And what look here, do not forget to put that little apple cider, troops of brown sugar. If you don't want to use brown sugar, use your substitute of sweetener. But I guarantee you might not get that taste. And remember a little red cooking wine. If you don't have the red cooking wine, put into Worcestershire, because I didn't have that here. But get on next shot, camera girl, shoot them up. Remember, I just telling you, so for a Father's Day, a father not cooking for a man to eat okra. So we had some steamed okras. You don't have to, okras it's not just steamed fish okra curry. When I was a child, my mother would cook okra almost every evening when it's in season. This is how she would prepare my dad's okra. You wouldn't have them all about to slime up in another plate, because as some people really can't take it. But remember, to be you, do you, most of all love you. Remember to make sure you're subscribed. In the description of this and all my other videos and lives, there will be the link to everything. PayPal, Patreon, you name it. Then you can get on to me for whatever the reason. Let's hope it's not hanky-panky. Remember to be you, do you, and most of all love you ahead of time for Father's Day just for you.